listening to Professor K
and Professor J.
and we are the other teachers.
Classes in session.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. This podcast is brought to you by
Who is it brought to?
no one. We don't need sponsors.
I don't think we need sponsors.
We don't put ads all over the podcast.
No.
We're giving you 100% uncensored, unfiltered, explicit, the other teachers.
That's actually true, but what about when we need to start making money off this?
Then we will think of that.
We can't promise that there's not going to ever be any ads, but in the same way, you know, we won't ruin the content by putting ads everywhere.
Yeah,
but
you got a lot of content that is ruined by ads everywhere.
That's true. That is true. But hey, brand new year.
New beginnings.
And we're back on the podcast. And you know, how's New Year's, man? How's the New Year's for everyone? I wonder. Was it
Are you asking them or are you asking me?
I mean, I'm asking anyone who cares to answer, really.
But yeah, my New Year's was good.
Right.
Well, my New Year's was your New Year's. So
we were in the same place, but we didn't have the same experience. I don't think. I mean, like we were the same party, but you had a different night from the night. Yeah.
So I'll talk about my night first, and you say what your experience was.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So what we did was we left everything last minute. Made a plan to go to a party. Everything was super last minute. I mean, one of our friends said he was coming, and then he said he wasn't coming, and then at the last minute he just showed up.
That's true.
And then, so there wasn't really much planning to it, and we just got a drink, started drinking, and then it's a struggle to try and remember what happened.
You don't remember what happened?
I do remember what happened.
Oh yeah, because you were drunk.
Because I was drunk. Because we had a lot to drink. I mean, just New Year. That's what you do.
That is what you do. You're right.
Well, what do I remember? I remember going to the club, and what else do I remember? I don't remember a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, this is what happened, right? We started off, I think, by mixing a lot of drinks at our pre-game session, and for some reason we weren't drunk at the pre-game, but you know, as the night progressed, we got.
Oh no, I was drunk at the pre.
Oh, you were drunk before we even left that. Before we left the party.
Dancing and singing and rapping. Jesus, you remember we were all doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it was music, and everyone was like, pre-game, a normal pre-game, everyone was drinking and getting excited. We were taking a lot of shots. And then we had like these guests over, one of which was this girl who was, Airbnb at my place. And she was like, she couldn't handle her alcohol. So, before we even leave the apartment, she starts throwing up all over like, the outside of the building. And so we get her friend, who was also, taking her around London, because I think these girls are new to London, get her friend to take them upstairs and, just, give us some water, help them calm down. But at the same time, while this is happening, we had to jet to the party because it was 11. It was after 11 p.m. I think. It was late.
I mean, for her, that's a bad start to the new year.
Exactly.
It's not even 12 o'clock, and you're throwing up.
Yeah, throwing up, and
How would you like to start the new year with sick on your face?
No, that's true, man. I think you need to. She needs to pace herself, like.
And if you know that you can't handle it, at least space yourself out to 12.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't start slamming shots.
I think the peer pressure, like everyone else was drinking,
but
her friend was drinking.
Get into peer pressure.
But so her friend takes her upstairs, and then tries to leave. tries to leave her because her friend didn't want her New Year's to be ruined just because her friend was drunk. And I remember one of our mates was like, no, you're not coming with us. You need to stay with your friend and help her get better. But we're rushing to the club because we don't want to miss the countdown. And this girl is also trying to follow us when she doesn't even know where the club is or know where we've gone to. So it was we get there, we count down. So countdown was good, I would say.
But I don't think the club didn't have a proper countdown. We just counted down. The music continued. It didn't stop or anything. Nobody counted down. DJ didn't say anything.
Yeah, but the people counted down. So that was worth. That was worth it. Yeah, I mean, I think I was a bit like tipsy then, so I didn't really know what was going on. It's like just counting down with everyone. I don't really remember whether the DJ stopped.
We were in like a circle.
Yeah, we were in a circle,
the
and
DJ just kept playing it.
All I remember is
I looked at my watch and I was like, oh shit, and then I looked at my phone and we kind of counted down.
Yeah, but the countdown was fine. I think it was a good countdown. And I just remember, we were dancing all night, and yeah, it was. I mean, it was good until like one of our friends got thrown out of the party, out of the club, with a bit of drama there. And then all I remember is like at the end of the night, I get home, and my house is like, this throw up like in the living room, and obviously that girl had thrown up, and I had to get her to wake up and clean it, which was terrible ending to the night. But I probably obviously worse, probably a worse night for her, if anything.
Much worse.
Yeah.
He's woken up in some random person's house.
You wake up, it's a new year. You're drunk.
You don't know what happened. But, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we spent three hours cleaning that, and it was
what happened for you on New Year's Day?
Oh, New Year's Day was that I can't really remember that much. I mean, obviously it was helping this girl get back to health, and it was all about really just trying to get these guests out of my house.
No, for me, like I remember what I did clearly on New Year's Day, because New Year's Day is when.
So finally, you remember what happened in New Year's. So wait, do you think this New Year's now will be memorable? Like when you look back at New Year's,
I remember
2015.
before in one of the previous episodes I said I couldn't remember what happened.
Yeah, you said you can't remember what happened.
I can't, like, and then now I mentioned this now in the club, I can't remember what happened.
Oh
most
shit!
of it.
So you still
But I remember like where I was and what I did and who I was with. But I remember like the first quite a lot, because I made a lot of changes. Like I mentioned my New Year's resolutions and what I wanted to do.
Yeah, exactly.
On January 1st, I went through my cupboards and I was like, I don't want to have all this stuff. So I took a lot of it. Yeah. I put a lot of it on eBay. I made like £600-700 just selling like a bit of, not even a lot of stuff, just like some stuff.
Some good money.
And then like my room is just condensed. Like I don't have a lot of stuff now. Like I don't want a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Sold like my PlayStation on that same day, January 1st. I was like, I never play it. What's the point in having it?
True.
Same day, sold it. And this was, I didn't even plan any of this. I just woke up on that day and I looked at my room and I was like, what shit do I not need? And I got rid of it.
That's actually really good. Yeah, it's just decluttering.
Decluttering. I had a really good run to kind of get the alcohol out. Had some good foods, ate well. And yeah, just thought about the shit I want to do for the rest of the year.
Man, this would be actually really a good idea, because like now that we've put like our resolutions out on the podcast, this is us, tracking like our own resolutions. Because if we get to like mid this year, we can listen to like our January episode and be like, oh shit, we said we're gonna do all this shit. We told everyone we're gonna do all this shit, but we never did it. So this is our way of tracking our own resolutions, like the podcast. Funnily enough, like, but I mean, how do we know like how?
You could also do other ways. You could always just set calendar reminders.
Yeah, true.
A simple way.
Yeah,
like 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or even like 1 month.
Exactly.
Or every 4 weeks or something.
Yeah, true.
Just to make sure you're still on track, and then put down progress and why you're not making progress. But again, we mentioned this thing should be more of goals rather than resolutions. I hate that word resolution. Don't you hate it?
Well, yeah, I guess because I mean a resolution it sort of points to the fact that it's like something you're gonna do that you don't already do, but it's like.
But then you don't end up doing it.
You probably don't end up doing it because forcing a change. You don't really. That's not how habits work. You don't just like decide one day, okay, I'm going to start doing this, and then you do it. No, habits are more of a sort of a progressional thing that you slowly ease into.
I think you can form habits. If you do something consistently, even if you don't want to do it for like 1 to 2 months, that will get ingrained. But I think we'll start doing that. Yeah, but with habits, obviously, as you said, like it's not just something you just wake up one morning and go, blah, I want to do it. You have to break it down psychologically, why you want to do it, what the benefit is, and then when you realize, like when we realized, oh snap, actually, if we go to the gym like every other day and we work out, then slowly we'll get to this fitness goal that you want to achieve or whatever. But we realized that just saying, oh, I want to go to the gym is not enough. We needed to realize that, oh, actually this is going to take a long time. It's going to be obviously these benefits, so that's why we're doing it. But the benefits have to be real to you, I think. Yeah, you have to see some outcome.
Yeah,
not just doing it for the sake of doing it.
Not just doing it for the sake of doing it. Yeah, like how you stop smoking, for instance. You realize what the benefits were to you to stop doing it, and then you slowly, you didn't just say, tomorrow I'm going to stop smoking, and then not smoke.
Yeah, you have to think about it, and then
And you get that. But then what other ways that we can track your, like, whether they're goals or objectives, like other ways you can track, like what are the other good ways people can track as the year goes on?
If you want to really full on get into it, you could always create you could always use some software to create what's that software? Microsoft Project.
Why should we use Microsoft Project?
But you can use Project because if you look at projects, if you use Microsoft Project.
I have, but like in freaking maybe I don't know, 10 years ago.
No, they still use that in businesses.
Yeah, but why would you give some people a very business-centric way to track?
You can create your projects and your ideas and whatever, and you can you put timelines against it, and you can.
I disagree. I think that's a complex way to track. Like, if I want to fucking eat the right food, I'm gonna go to Microsoft Project.
Yeah, but say you're an athlete, and
so you should fucking get Microsoft Project. Who even uses Microsoft?
A lot of people.
I think a simpler way, I think, depending on what your thing is, you can use apps. Like, obviously, mobile apps would probably be a lot easier than downloading Microsoft Project.
Project has a mobile app.
Man, fuck Microsoft Project, man.
This podcast is sponsored by Microsoft.
I think there's for instance, if you want to learn a new if you want to learn a new language, for instance, if that's one of your goals, you can download the app Duolingo, which is one of the apps I'm using. If you want to travel more, there's an app called Kayak or an app called Hopper, which are both they're both iOS apps. Oh no, sorry, Kayak is also on Android. But you can download those apps if you want to travel more. If you want to learn a new skill, there's an app called Coach.me, which is available on iOS and Android. If you want to, increase, improve your fitness and improve your diet, there's MyFitnessPal, which I think you're using. You told me about FitnessPal, I think.
FitnessPal is probably one of the best ones in terms of tracking.
I don't like the interface. I mean, I don't know. I just don't like how it looks.
It's more the concept.
Yeah, I don't know. The concept is good. I mean, do you find it's accurate? Like when you put in your daily goal, or when you put in your food and exercise?
So I find
you think it's accurate.
You can plug in your values, i.e., your age, your weight, your goals, whatever, and it'll calculate an estimate.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's accurate. I think you have to go back to the Benedict's formula and work it out for yourself and what you actually need to get in a deficit or a surplus or whatever your goals are. You plug that in, but what I've found is when you scan stuff or when you look up the directory of what they have a lot of information, a lot of products,
right?
Because it's so big, because it's one of the biggest ones. There are also ones called Lose It and whatnot, but it's probably one of the best ones to track what you're doing in terms of calorie intake.
Fair enough. I mean, I used this other one called no, it's not Photocracy. What was it called again?
Photography?
No. This is other fitness app, and it's like MyFitnessPal, but it just looks.
Jamil.
No. It's called LifeSum.
Oh, LifeSum.
LifeSum looks nice. Yeah.
But does it have enough content? Like what happens?
Yeah, I think what it is that because I mean I think the difference between LifeSum and MyFitness, what is it? MyFitnessPal. Pal is that I think with MyFitnessPal they actually have the brands of food and stuff, different brands of food.
It's very established,
and it's got it's good, like a large database of if you put in I had a chicken sandwich or whatever from this particular store, like Pret or whatever, it has exactly that. I don't think LifeSum has it down to that level of detail. That's the only thing. But it might have changed now. I'm not really sure. I've stopped using it. But I think MyFitnessPal is actually.
I mean, it's the one that a lot of athletes and a lot of people within the industry do use.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good fitness app for tracking.
Tracking meals
for tracking your fitness goals if you have them for New Year. So what other ways are there to track your goals for New Year?
I mean, apart from apps, I would say, I mean, if you're someone who writes things down a lot, if you're someone who has a daily planner, you just break down. I mean, there's a lot of daily planners you can buy, which have, sort of like a weekly planner in there. You can write down what your objectives are.
Like a paper diary calendar.
Yeah, like an organizer. And then you write down everything as you go into the week. You break down whatever your goals are for that, or your objectives are for that week, and you make sure you're achieving them or whatever. And I think another. Yeah, I mean, and I think that's one of the other ways you can do things if you don't want to do things digitally, if you don't want to use apps, or if you're not one of those app centric people.
Even if you bring it back to basics, get a post-it note, write down all your goals, and stick them on the mirror so you see them every morning.
Every morning,
constantly in your mind.
True. Yeah, no, that's actually true.
You think about them.
Yeah. But I think I use apps. I don't know. I just I guess because you've got your mobile phone everywhere, and it's just a matter of checking whatever.
I don't think I use apps. I use more the calendar and the pop-ups and the reminders.
Yeah,
and they're always in my mind.
Yeah, calendar probably one of the better ways. No, true story.
So how are you sticking to yours?
Oh shit! Let's see. What did I say I was gonna do again? I can't remember. Like everything you plan to do like in December, like it hits January and you've forgotten. I said I was gonna learn a new language. Oh no, I said I was gonna not learn a new language. I was gonna improve one of the languages that I've been learning. I have been doing that every day. I'm using Duolingo, and I've got like a how many day streak already going. That's going well. Driving, I said I'd be doing my driving stuff. That's also going great. I've been doing driving mock tests like every day, smashing that. And some of the other stuff like the finance stuff. I mean, obviously, finance is still saving and still looking to increase my salary or add another additional form of income. Yeah, I've been doing some work into that. So I mean, yeah, I think for the first is only 2 weeks in, right? So
yeah, it's not. You made some progress.
There. I've made some progress. I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm but the thing is that's the thing. It's still early days, and I think everyone's like, yeah, I did 2 weeks, and then it gets to like end of January, like everyone's like, what resolutions? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Did you get your New Year's kiss?
I did not.
Oh.
Did I? No, because we were in a circle. We were all talking. At that point in time, I don't even remember. I don't remember thinking, "Oh shit."
Well, I mean, I didn't get a New Year's kiss like at New Year's, like when everyone was like doing this stuff. But I did get one like maybe before 11 p.m. So it probably still counts. I'd say.
I don't think that counts. That's a bit too.
No. Yeah. I mean, I got one again maybe around maybe 4 or 5 a.m. I don't know if that counts. I did say it should be within the hour. Right?
I don't think we did say that.
I didn't make the rule up. So I guess we both fucked up on that one. We didn't get the New Year's New Year's love and that New Year's luck.
Speaking of kisses.
No, but if you didn't get your New Year's kiss, that's perfectly good. That's all right. It doesn't mean you're gonna have bad luck for the rest of the year. But I don't know. Girls have been being a bit weird. I mean, I did have the chance to almost have one, but I think I kind of ruined it just because the girl was not being very clear about whether she was interested or not. So like throughout the night, there was this one girl I was like trying to make moves on, but I wasn't really getting those indicators of interest. Like, I was like she kissed me once like before 11 or whatever, but then I don't know, like I couldn't tell what like her thoughts were. I couldn't really tell.
But if she kissed you once before 11, why didn't you kiss her again?
Because after that, she just started acting like, she was like not interested. She just started acting like she wasn't interested. So it's like, I don't know whether it's like the signs that you can pick up on early enough to know whether a girl's fully interested or not interested. But then I think also girls' levels of interest like just change willy-nilly. I don't know what it is.
I think that's true. I mean, in general, not just about New Year. Like girls are always in two phases. They're either
into you or not into you, but then it's like, is it like it switches? It can switch like mood swings or something.
I think so. I mean, what about on the flip side? What about guys?
I mean, dudes.
I think guys are either like they like a girl, but there's nothing a girl can do to. If a guy doesn't like a girl, I don't think there's much a girl can do to change that. But on the flip side, I think girls can change their minds. But I think if a guy is not attracted to a girl, I don't think she can do anything to change that.
If a guy is not attracted to a girl, I think some girl. I mean, like, has there never been a case where you've not been attracted to a girl and that girl hasn't been able to like change your mind?
Me personally, yeah, no, it's not.
So no girl's been able to change your mind. No. If you don't like it, that's it.
There's been points where girls have like made an effort or made it very clear or abundantly clear that she's interested. And she's like, I see her popping up and I see her trying, but it's never like, for me it's not a thing.
Yeah,
it kind of sinks into the being I don't know, desperate.
Yeah, when you say girl being desperate, that doesn't make it any better, right? That's what you're saying. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. And I don't have any experiences of a girl who I wasn't interested in changing my mind. Like even when I can remember like an example of when I was back in like primary school, or whatever. There's this one girl, Asian girl, by the way, who like she wrote a note. This was like, and it was like, you know how like when things happen in primary school, all the kids know about it and stuff. Yeah. She wrote a note asking me out, and she was like, "This is a girl asking me out." So this shit doesn't even happen anymore. Like now when you're an adult, right? She was like, "Oh, something. I want you to be my boyfriend or something." And I got this note from her, and I read it, and I remember I didn't really like that particular girl, and I remember maybe writing. I think I wrote a reply to her, and I said something like, "No, I'm not really interested, and I don't really want a relationship right now." Something like that, right? I remember.
Well, how old were you?
I was like,
jeez.
I had to be like maybe 14. I was 13. I was 13, yeah. And she was so sad, dude. Like she didn't want to talk to me after that. And she was so like, I don't think she cried or anything, but it was like, she was so sad. Like everyone knew, and it was like a big embarrassment to her because a guy, you know, I think when a girl obviously asks a guy out and the guy says no, it's like a bit more embarrassing for the girl, maybe, I don't know. So that was like a huge thing. And I remember like after that, I asked some girl out with the same method, like writing her letter or whatever. And the girl turned me down. So it was like almost instant karma. Yeah.
Instantly.
But like this is the thing.
She probably knew about what happened and like did the same thing.
No, I don't think it was because of that, but it was just like it was the same sort of response, which is like, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship. And the next minute I see she's dating like some guy or something. I was like, come on, man.
But like back to the first one, on the flip side, have you ever been in a situation where you've liked a girl, originally she said she wasn't interested, and then
I changed her mind?
Exactly.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
All the time. That's why I'm saying it's different for guys and girls.
It is different. No, yeah, you're right.
But back to what we were talking about. So we were mentioning indicators of interest. How do you?
Because I think that this has to do with the fact that if a guy is not interested in a girl, it's more physical than anything else. It's because you don't like how she looks. It's physical. Because if you don't like how she looks, no matter what she says, it doesn't really matter. But with girls obviously do care about how guys look, but not to the same extent. Because what guys saying, how guys make them feel, is more important than how they look, or maybe equally important. I don't know, but it's just that it weighs a lot more. So when you keep talking to a girl, when you keep like making her laugh, changing her emotions with whatever you're saying, that's when you can convince her otherwise.
Yeah.
That's why it's different for girls, I think.
That's why it's different.
But then with guys, like, when do you know that a chick is not interested? Like, you know, like, when do you know that she's not interested and there's nothing you can say to change it? Because that's what we need to know. Because as soon as you know that, you don't waste any more time or invest any more money or invest anything else, and you can move on. Like, when do you know this? So you can, like, call it quits.
I mean, there's things that you can look out for. You can, like, because girls are just human beings like everyone else. They're not a special sort of thing where you need to complex sort of code that you need to kind of configure.
I think girls are the most complex things on this planet.
I don't know. I think like it's very clear. Like if she's not, if she's avoiding being in your company, if you're like.
Damn.
If you're texting or whatever, and she's not texting or calling you back.
That happened to me last week.
And maybe keeping her distance from you.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like she doesn't want to be around you. She doesn't want to talk to you.
Yeah. So if a girl's like, if she's not, so do you mean like do you mean like you're trying to make plans with her and she's continually shooting your plans down, or do you mean she's avoiding you, like she's not even trying to like be in the same place as you? Like,
I mean, both really.
Both of them, right?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
I mean, if you text a girl and you say, "Oh, what are you doing Friday night? Are you free to do whatever? If you make whatever plans," and if she's not like excited, or if she's not looking forward to it, and if she's not texting you back or giving a definite yes, then it sounds like she's not really interested.
I think a definite yes, that's actually key. Like if you're not getting a definite yes,
if it's maybe, or if it's see, or maybe watch me here, or
whatever, and like sometimes I remember a lot of the time actually asking someone out, and then they give you something, they give you an answer like, okay, we'll see, or maybe we'll do this, blah blah, or like, can I confirm like on the day or something, which is ridiculous.
It's true, like like anyone can be busy.
Yeah.
So if you have plans already, that's fine.
Yes.
It's different if you don't have plans.
Yes.
And you ask someone out, and then they're kind of stall about it. If
exactly.
If they're not interested, then they would stall. If they were interested,
they would say yes. Yeah, I think there's a very clear difference, and I think that sometimes guys overlook this difference, maybe depending on how hot the chick is, right? Which, between a girl who's interested in you and you know it, and you can't deny it because she's sending you messages.
Yeah.
She's really into you. You can
just feel it.
You can feel the indicators of interest there. And a girl who's like just like she's like still a bit iffy, like on the fence about it. Like she's giving you these maybes, and she's like, we'll see, and all of that. I think you can also tell from like the actual content of the messages. Like when you're texting, and you're texting her questions, you're like trying to be fun, you're trying to start a conversation, and she's either hitting you back with like one word or one line replies, or
not really making any questions back, or
not really asking questions
back.
No, but sometimes they ask questions back because they don't want to feel like a bitch. Like she'll be like, oh, like you're like, how's your day? And she'll be like, oh, how's yours? And that's it. Like that's all you get.
But I think really interested. Yeah. Not really like a genuine question.
Yeah.
Like to know anything about you.
Yeah, exactly. So she's either just answering your question. Or maybe she might ask a question back, but she's not making any genuine conversation.
She doesn't care to know, or doesn't care to remember anything about you. She's just asking to be polite.
No, yeah. No, I can not only can I see like, or can I remember a lot of examples of this, but I think this is the thing. Like when you initially, like if you're dating online and you match with someone, or when you initially meet someone in person, I think there's like a lot of like, there might be something there when you initially match with them, and if you don't keep the momentum, the interest starts dying.
Yeah. Or so I think you say something wrong, or if you realize you're not
really compatible, or the interest starts dying. Or if someone else comes into the scene that's just more interesting or more attractive, anything can sway the level of interest. So I think you have to continually keep like be aware of this level of interest, because if the level of interest dips at any point in time, you could be just wasting the rest of your time, trying to set up dates or keeping in touch with the rest. Because
what else is strange is guys are very clear. If they're not interested, they'll make it quite clear. Where there's girls that will try and be nice and be polite.
Yeah, and let's drag it out.
Sometimes it can seem different. Sometimes it can seem like she is interested when she's really just being nice.
Yeah, she's being nice.
You have to kind
of a lot of guys misinterpret girls being nice for being interested.
If a girl is really pretty and really cute,
you want her to like you.
Exactly. Yeah, so if you see a little bit,
you'd be like,
giving something, you'll be like, she's on it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's keen.
So you got to determine. You have to look at it.
But
really, you have to assess, and you have to think like, does she actually like me? Or is she just being nice?
We should draw a graph though, because what we really realized, or what we learned by this age, and it's taken us a long time, is that the hotter a girl is, the harder it is for guys to realize how interested she is. Because the hotter she is, if she's just saying hello to you, or liking your post on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or something, or she's like replying a text message, you think she's on it.
Yeah. I mean, you've already put her on that pedestal by saying she's so hot.
Exactly.
So anything that she gives you,
you're taking that as an indicator of interest.
Whereas if you take someone further down on the table and she gives you interest,
like a 5 or a 6.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you're not really attracted.
Yeah.
So you're not going to show much interest.
Exactly. So she
responds to you.
Exactly. No, that's true. So wait. So what do we want to take away from this? What is it? Is it that you should
just got to make sure this girl is genuinely interested in you? She's asking you questions. She's asking you if you want to do anything. She's wanting to know about your life, and you can feel it. I think you can tell if you're friend zoned or a girl's not interested.
Sometimes it's hard to tell if you're friend zoned though.
I think you can't. You can if there's no sexual interaction.
We need to do a podcast on friends.
Yeah, we have to do one. That's how it's coming soon. But I think you can feel it. You can tell. You can tell when it's strictly friendship only. If you're not kissing, if you're not talking about that, if she's talking about other guys, if she's staring at other guys, and if she's not making plans with you, if you say, "Oh, let's go out sometime," she's like, "Okay, who's going or where we're going?" if it's not clearly a date and she doesn't really know,
if she's not excited about the date either, like if you make a date and she's not like texting you between the time you agreed to do the date and the day, oh my goodness, she's not interested. No. She's not interested. She's just not interested.
Yeah, or
not interested enough to like take things to the next level or whatever it is. But then, is there a way to save the level of interest? As we've said, like there. We have had experiences of doing it.
I mean, that's what I was just about to say, because
is there a clear way to save it when it's dipping?
Exactly the same situation that's happened to me recently.
Exactly.
So, I know a girl, and we've kissed and stuff before.
Mm-hmm.
When we've been on a date, we've kissed and everything's been all good. And then we arranged another date, and until the time of the other date,
mm-hmm.
I hear nothing. And it's me initiating all the conversation.
Sure.
And it's what we've talked about, 1 or 2 word answers back.
Yeah.
So already I'm thinking she's not interested. So I'm making other plans.
Do you think that when you do that, sorry for cutting you off there. I don't know if you had anything else to add to that, but do you think that when you first sense it, should you call her out on it? Should you just say, "Hey, are you not interested?"
So you look about, I don't know, you look about weak and desperate, I think, if you say that.
No, but I mean, like, okay, there probably is a perspective of looking at it like that, but it's like
you look a bit needy.
But why can't you just call out the bullshit when you see it? Why can't you just say, if you're not interested, da 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 da? Like, okay, maybe not in those
nothing more than a buzzkill. Then if you're not interested, don't.
Okay, no. I figured out this one way to text about this and call her out, which is I'll say something like, if I haven't heard from the girl in a while, I'll say something like, oh, I'm assuming I've drowned in the messages of other guys or something. Because it just means like, oh, are you like talking to other guys or whatever? That's my way of like sussing out if she's still interested. Because it's like, what else is keeping you from not texting? Whatever. That's how I call them out. But I think But do you think that you should call them out? Because if a chick, because as you said, girls or women. Females, whatever.
But saying that, like, girls can just be busy. Like, people can be busy.
Females want to be nice about it, and so they tend to drag things out. So, should you not give them an easy way to exit? Should you just give them an easy exit?
But to be honest, like, if you said that to someone, if they were interested or not, you'd probably give you a nicer response. Like, no one likes to shut someone down. Like, that's why breaking up is so difficult.
Yeah.
So it's harder to tell bad news when you can just kind of tell something else to make them kind of...
Yeah, but you can give them an easy exit.
It's like similar to like if you're getting a girl's phone number.
Yeah,
she'll give you maybe a fake number or her number, but she won't text back, rather than just saying no.
True. So that's what I'm saying. Should you give them an easy exit? Like, for instance, I had this one example which I was trying to go out with this girl just last week, and I very clearly asked her. I said, let's do this at this time. And she said, okay, sure, but she's not sure if she'll be able to be free at that time. So I was like, okay, in that case, should I make backup plans then? In that case, in the case you can't make it, and she's like, oh, you can do that if you want. And so I think right there, I gave her an easy exit by asking, should I make backup plans? Like, are you telling me that you can't confirm that you want to see me or that you want to come on this date? Meaning that you're not that interested. And her answer, which is like, yeah, you can make backup plans, means that she's not.
Yeah,
that's an easy exit.
Yeah,
and it's easy for her to say it, and it means I can jump out. But you see what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Give her an easy exit. So ask someone, oh, okay, well, I've got 2 tickets to go see this. Would you like to go with me, or should I go with someone else? If she just says no, I'm busy, or I can't make that day, or let's not go another time, or go with someone else, that's an easy exit. You can jump out.
But at the same time,
jump out.
A girl could be interested, but she could be busy. People are busy.
So when you're busy, I think the key thing to remember is if you're busy.
If you have plans and you're doing something, and someone says, oh, if you want to do something, you can.
No, that's perfectly fine if you're busy. Everyone's busy at some point. But I think the difference is, if a chick is busy and she says, oh, I'm busy on this day, but how about we do this other date? If you don't get that, jump out. Jump out.
That's a good way.
Jump out.
Yeah.
Anyone who is busy will tell you, I'm busy, but let's do this other day. Rain check. Or let's reschedule. Any of those options. If you say I'm busy and you leave it there,
if they don't confirm a day either.
If they don't confirm a day.
If they just say, oh, I'm busy, but how about another time? Or how about later?
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right too.
I think no. You should.
No, but
oh,
at
I'm
least
not free Friday. What about Saturday?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. True. And I think this is the key. Whenever you ask a girl out, because girls don't really ask guys out, so we have to give it to guys only.
Some if you ask guys out,
yeah, but if you're asking anybody out, or if you're a guy asking a guy out, what you need to remember is that you need to give them two options. Are you free on Friday or Saturday? Are you free on Saturday or Sunday?
But at the same time, like, people have plans at the weekend. People are busy at the
weekend.
Cool.
That's cool. That's cool. But
time. So what Friday and Saturday, someone can be busy.
Yeah, but then this is the key. You've given them two options, and if they can't do either of the options and they don't give you an alternative, if you never get an alternative, they don't say, I can't do Friday or Saturday, but I can do next Monday. If you don't get an alternative day, because everyone knows what they're doing on any day. If you don't know what you're doing on any day, then there's maybe a problem. But if you don't give an alternative day, like even if you're not sure, like, oh, I can't do Friday or Saturday, but maybe I can do Sunday. If you don't say that, then you're not interested.
So what about if you're on a date, or if there's a girl that you know, so you know already, or if you're already there, how do you know if she likes you or not, or if she's showing signs of disinterest?
What do you mean? Like if you're already on the date?
You've done the date. You're on the date already. How do you know if she's interested or not? Or if you like a girl and you want to ask her out, but you want to say, hey, you're scared of rejection. How do you know if she likes you or not? What are the indicators of interest?
Oh wait, do you mean before you go on a date? Or
no, when you're on the date.
You're in the date itself.
You're there. You're fucking there.
Yo, Todd. I thought you said we were going to be slamming the table in the damn podcast.
On the date. How do you know?
Well, if you're there in person, that's all you had to say.
I want to be a bit more descriptive in this bitch. So I
if
think,
you're
like,
there with the person,
if she's not smiling, if she's not like showing disinterested like body language, she's crossed her arms, or looking around, or if you tell a funny story and she's not laughing along with you, and she's not asking you personal questions, or I think like maybe if there's an opportunity where you can kiss and she doesn't kiss, or she turns it down, then
some girls might not want to kiss on the first date, though.
I mean, some girls may not, but don't go with those girls. if you don't, I think you can sense it.
I think you can sense it through either the verbal or non-verbal communication, and
there's been dates I've been on, and I'm thinking, oh, this girl's not interested, and at the very end, like all of a sudden, like she wants to like kiss or whatever, and it came out of like I've seen all the signs of disinterest.
Really?
And then at the end, like I'm like, where did this come from? Like I'm surprised.
Maybe she got a text from like the other guys and they said, nah, I don't want to talk to you anymore. She's like, oh shit, this is all I got left.
True. Well, she didn't take her phone out the whole time.
Okay, fair enough. But I mean, I think maybe you weren't paying attention to the indicators of interest, or maybe you confused interest for disinterest, or maybe the interest, changed from disinterest to interest in that one night, and it can. Because women...
No, but this is the same night.
That's what I'm saying, that same night.
Even I've been with girls who I thought were really interested, and at the end, it's just the opposite.
So that means that either something you said or something you did during that course of that same date changed the levels of interest to disinterest.
And that's what I'm saying. So I said or did something. How do you tell that I did or said something?
I think this is the thing.
What signs you need to look out for?
I think you need to you just need to gauge it at any time. Because if anyone says something to you, or if you're having a conversation with someone, you can pretty much tell. If you're having a conversation with them, you're sitting there with them. You're sitting there with them. You can tell how the night is going. You can tell. You can tell by talking to them. If you bring up something that you're interested in and they're not interested in that thing, or vice versa, you bring up something that they're supposedly, you ask them like, what music do you like? They say, okay, some artist. And you start talking about the thing that they're interested in, and they're not even interested in talking about the thing that they said that they're interested in, then there you go. But I mean, this is sussing it out based on like how the body language is. Is she sitting like very close to you? Is she sitting far away from you? Does she have her arms crossed? Is she looking at you when she's talking to you?
What about awkward silence?
Awkward silence is not always a bad thing, I don't think. I don't think it's always a bad thing. No.
I think as well, it's like if you go on a date or whatever, and you're on the date, and you look at your
we're into talking about dating and shit.
you look at your watch. Yeah. And already 3 hours have went past out of nowhere. Yeah. Probably a good sign. No. You're having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Not true.
I think if you're having fun, it's good as well.
No, definitely. I think this is just part one, really, of the indicators of.
I think this is a long
disinterest.
Yeah, we need to get back into this one.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I think we realize that like, or when a chick is disinterested, although there are ways to change that to interest, and I think you have a short window of time to do that in any case. But although there are ways to change it, you can always tell that through clear signs when a girl is disinterested. You can
at that point you just
and at that point cut it off.
Because there's so many more.
If you don't want to keep on, like if you're not trying to change things. But this is the thing. So you need to figure out, I guess, if it's disinterest that can be changed, or if it's just disinterest that is not going to be changed.
Yeah,
and I think you said you have like a 3-date rule.
And I think you should put a time limit against it, because then that can go on forever.
Yeah,
you can sit in there
thinking you can change it to interest.
And then the next minute she changes our Facebook status to engaged. So I think of it as in
you have a 3-date rule, right?
Like, 3-date, yeah. Because most people think 3-date, that's when they have sex,
right?
So the way I see it is, if you go on 3 dates with someone and you've not sussed them out by that point, they're very interested. I mean, to some extent, they should be interested, because if they've agreed to go on 3 dates with you, But if you're not in a clear realization if they like you or not, then cut it off.
Yeah, because I mean, a girl can still go on more and more dates with you, but in between the dates, what's happening and what's happening on the dates, you need to read that and take obviously what we've said and read that during the dates, read it in between the dates. If you're not getting that level of interest you need to jump out.
Jump out. Parachute
out. Parachute. No, but no, true story. But that's on identifying indicators of disinterest, part 1. And for girls, as we've said, if a guy isn't interested in you, like physically, there's very little you can do, like to change his mind. I mean, because really, apart from getting like butt or boob implants or lip fillers, like if you're what's her name, the Kylie Jenner, yeah, Kylie, yeah, that's the one.
Or she can just come to your house wearing just.
Are you even listening to what I'm saying?
I think that makes sense. Yeah, come to your house wearing lingerie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. True.
Most guys wouldn't like for it.
But if it's a chick that you're not attracted to, if she comes to your house wearing lingerie, you're gonna still go.
What would you do in that situation? What can you do?
I think you still do it.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but it's not gonna make you interested in her.
But it depends what she's after. If she's just after that, then yeah, it's worked for her. Right?
Fair.
But it's not that you wouldn't do it.
No, but I think most times you probably wouldn't do it though.
But would you do it in that case?
Have I been drinking? If I've been drinking, I can't answer the question because I don't really know. I can't really be accountable for my decisions when I'm drunk.
Do it. Just a disclaimer: this is for comedy use only.
I know exactly. Right. This is not a real representation of who we really are in real life. We should do a disclaimer every episode before the episode.
It should be in there. But I think our listeners know.
Do they know?
Yeah. Oh, this is not what we're actually like.
Oh, true. Sorry. These are made up characters that we. No.
This is Professor J&K.
But we do try to be as real as possible, so that you get real advice. This is real stuff.
Yeah. So fuck with it.
True story. All right. Cool. So I think that's all the time we have for today.
Yeah. What's our social media?
You can find us on Twitter. At Other Teachers, and are we on anything else? We're on SoundCloud as well, so soundcloud.com/theotherteachers. And we're looking into getting on the other social media as well.
We'll be on there.
Hopefully at some point. That's right. So I guess as always, remember that.
Remember that he's forgotten.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Experience is the best teacher.
So learn from yesterday,
live for today,
and hope for tomorrow.
It's the Other Teachers. Thanks for listening.
Peace.
Class dismissed.